What's up, guys, and welcome back to Blueside FC. I'm Nia Matt, and I hope you're all doing great. Today, we're going to talk about the disappointing draw against Ipswich Town yesterday. And yeah, same old Chelsea. We failed to deliver when it mattered most. Going into the game, we already knew that Man City had won their game, Aston Villa had won their game, Newcastle had a game in hand, and yeah, we had to win. We had to win to be able to continue to um, be in that top four position. But what did we do? We went and we played a draw. A game we almost lost, though. A game we almost lost. But yeah, we'll talk about everything in this review. So let's get straight to it. The lineups were okay when the game started. I think the only thing that was bothering me was why we were playing Chaloba at right back when we had um, players on the bench who could play that right back position. Gusto was there, and Josh Achampon was also on the bench. So I was wondering why we were playing Chaloba as right back, and it turned out not to be the best decision. It didn't really turn out well for us in the game because you could clearly see how we're struggling on the right. He wasn't overlapping because that's not his position. So I couldn't really blame him. He was doing well in defense, but aside from that, he wasn't offering much going forward. So the game started in our favor. We were dominating possession. We even had a few chances where we could have taken the lead. Jackson hit the post from a very good cross from Madweke, and yeah, I thought he could do better. I thought he could do better, but I really can't blame him or fault him for that. He did well to get into the box. I think that is the difference between him and Nkuku. Often balls are crossed into the box and Nkuku isn't really nowhere to be found. Instead of him bringing the penalty box, attacking those chances and going after those chances, positioning himself well, he's usually nowhere to be found. That is something that I feel like Jackson has over him. Jackson is able to, not just that, Jackson is also good at link up play. So yeah, we know that is established. But in terms of positioning, Jackson is better at the positioning than him. He finds himself in the box often. But taking his chances is another thing. Taking his chances is another thing. Yesterday he had a few chances where I thought he should have done better with the chance. The first half, we had a lot of possession. We had a lot of possession and we couldn't take our chances. I remember Mandeke also had a chance that he missed, and then who else? I think Enzo also had a strike, very feeble one. It hit straight at the keeper. Apart from that, we didn't really make any good use of our attack. So what happens? We maintain all the possession, we get all the possession, and then Ipswich scores the first goal. I think that was their first major attack in the game, and they scored the first goal as a result of that. A very good passage of play. I thought Cucurella should have intercepted the ball, the final ball that came in before us went in for the goal. I was thinking that Cucurella should have done something. He should have at least thrown a leg out, should have done something to intercept the ball because the ball passed right by his feet. I thought he should have done something better, but he didn't. He didn't. The ball just went past his feet. I don't know whether he wasn't expecting the pass to come like that, but he was tracking the run of the winger. He was tracking the run. So as you're tracking the run, you should expect the pass coming through, and the pass just went by you like that. And then the ball went in, and Cole also couldn't defend the ball properly, and Ciso scored. And Ciso has scored against us before. I think when he was at Brighton, he scored against us, and yeah, I didn't like it. It kind of looked like the game we played against them when we went to their home, the same way we did the dominated possession, and they ended up winning 2-0. So it looked like that was going to happen today too. So after their first goal, they were now attacking more, even though we're still maintaining possession. They were still now more confident because they're taking the lead, and they were also biding their time. They adopted a low block system. They were packed in defense and they were operating on the counter. And I think that is where Chelsea faces major issues. And a lot of teams have noticed, a lot of teams know that we can't break down defense. We don't know how to break down defenses. So when they pack the bus, they operate on a counter attack. We struggle. Our defense really struggles. It's not just this defense. It's defenses that we've had in the last 4 or 5 years. We've struggled with low block teams. And I don't know what the issue is. We bring different defenders in, we bring different managers in, and we still have this problem. Another wave of attack from Ipswich ended up in a goal. This time a cross coming in from Ipswich, and at first we thought it was offside, but it wasn't offside. It was ruled as a goal, and yeah, A header came in, Sanchez couldn't save it. Ben Johnson scored a goal for Ipswich, and the player that was marking him, Ben Johnson is tall, is is heavily built and is tall, and the player that was marking him was Cucurella. How was that going to be possible? He's not the player to be marking such a player. He is supposed to be Cole there, not Cucurella. So we went into the half trailing by 2 goals to nil. And we're hoping for something to change in the second half. And something this changed pretty quickly. Just shortly after the whistle blew for the second half, we had equalized, and it came as a result of a cross by Madueke, and the pressure that Tukurela was applying on the defender resulted in him scoring an own goal. At first, I thought Tukurela scored a goal, but later on, it was deemed an own goal by, I think it was Twanzebe who scored the own goal. So yeah, after that, we had hope again. We, as the fans, as players, you could see that the hope was there again, and we kept pressing and pressing and pressing. They also came close a couple of times. Sanchez also gave, I remember Sanchez gave the ball away in the first half or the second half, I can't remember, that almost resulted in a goal. This guy, get this guy out of the club, man. Get him out of the club. I can't believe we kept Sanchez and we loaned out Petrovic. Petrovic has been doing so well out on loan, and we are here struggling with Sanchez. Last season, I don't know whether you guys remember or not, but last season Petrovic did very well. Sanchez was struggling, he got an injury and he went out a bit, and Petrovic filled his position. And Petrovic was there, I think, up until the season ended. And then after the season, you loan Petrovic out and then keep Sanchez. That doesn't make sense. You want to, I don't know, sell him, sell him. Don't loan him out. Don't loan him out on the summer with hopes of him coming back. Sell him out and let's play with Jagensen and Petrovic. Those two are okay for me. Going into the second half, Enzo made some good changes. I think he brought on Gusto. He realized that the Chaloba at right back thing wasn't working, so he put Gusto at right back and moved Chaloba back to centre back, and then took Tosin off. Tosin wasn't bad at all, but yeah, one of them had to be sacrificed. Chaloba went back into the centre back position, pairing with Cowell, and he did very well too in defense. That's added a lot more to our attack. Booming on the left, booming on the right, booming on the left with Barella, booming on the right with Gusto, and that added more to our attack. So it created more chances for us. Palmer on the day was also very good. In the first half, it seemed like he was the only one trying to make things happen. He was the one trying hard. Him and maybe Cucurella were they were trying, and Madweke too were trying hard in the first half. But apart from that, everybody else around them were not up to par. Caicedo seemed like he was tired throughout the whole game. Seemed like he was fatigued. I think maybe he deserves rest. If Lavia was there, Lavia was fit, he would have been giving Caicedo time off. But he's not there. He's still struggling with injury. I don't know when we're going to get a full season out of this guy. But yeah, I hope he returns soon so that Caicedo can get a much deserved rest. And then Enzo made another change that was very controversial at the time. I remember people were surprised. Like people were surprised. I remember people were surprised in the stands and online. People were surprised that, including myself, also very surprised that he took Madueke off, who was one of our better players of the on the day, and brought in Jadon Sancho. That meant that Jadon Sancho moved to the left side and Neto moved to the right side. That is their preferred position. The thing that I liked with both of them playing their preferred position is that if you put them on opposite sides, you put Jadon Sancho on the right, it limits him to just crossing the ball. It limits him to passing the ball into the box. That's all limits him to. But when you put him on the left hand side, he cuts across and can take shots. He can take shots as well as cross. The same thing with Neto. When both of them were put in their position, you could see early on Neto started taking shots at goal. I think he even drew a shot from Palmer. The good goal was called Palmer, by the way. Two Palmers on the pitch. Should have taken one off. It's against the rules. He was very good on the night. It was very both Palmers really were very good on the night. Made some excellent saves on the day. So Jadon Sancho actually proved us wrong. He justified why the change was necessary. And he scored a sublime goal. A sublime goal, I think, in the 70th, around the 70th minute mark or the 80th minute mark. I can't remember. But he scored a sublime goal from outside the box. He cuts in and took a beautiful shot, curled it around the keeper. The keeper couldn't do anything about it. And yeah, we were leveled. We were 2-2. And it seemed like we could take a win. We could take the full 3 points because we continued to press. We almost gave the 1 point away. We almost threw the chance away. And whenever they pressed, it was very dangerous. There were some shots that came in that if they were on target, like Ipswich Town would have taken the lead and it would have been 3 up. But fortunately, we're not on targets, and some of them were just straight to Sanchez. So I had a feeling that Palmer might score. Palmer was really, really trying. He had some two beautiful shots that was easily either saved or missed the mark by just an inch. I think the first one missed the mark by an inch. The second one was so ferocious, but the keeper was able to save. Palmer saved Palmer's shot. So yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't seal the deal. We couldn't take all 3 points. We ended up with the 1 point. We had to share the points, and it doesn't do much for us on the table. It doesn't. I think it just moves us 1 point above Aston Villa. We have to win our games going forward. We have difficult games going forward. That is the terrifying thing. We are yet to play Liverpool. We are yet to play Newcastle. We are yet to play Man United. Man United, even though they've not been good this season, when they play against us, they are different. They are very, very different. We've not played full. We've not. We are yet to play Fulham. We have, I think, one more team now I'm forgetting that we have to play, and it's going to be difficult. Forest, we have to play Forest too. We have 6 matches more. These games have not been easy. Forest have been good this season. Liverpool, they are going to win the league. Man United, they are a different team when they play against us. And Newcastle, we know Newcastle, how they've been playing this season. I really enjoy watching Newcastle because sometimes when I see them, I'm like, we could have been like that. We could have been that team. If the team was only sold to the Saudis and not to the Americans, we could have been Newcastle. We could have been what Newcastle is doing now. We could have had a resurgence in form. We could have done well. Newcastle are coming. I really like their growth. I really like watching them play. Isaac is a fantastic player. Murphy, Barnes, Livramento. I mean, those players are just fantastic. So we're going to play against them. It's going to be difficult. So we have to try and win all our games because Man City, they're not going to let go of that position easily. Aston Villa gunning for that position. Newcastle gunning for that position. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, but we'll see it through. We'll see it through. I have confidence that we'll see it through. Yeah, that's been my review of the game. What do you think about the game? What do you think about the player performances? This has been longer than expected. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you've watched this far and you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing and give this video a like. It helps let the algorithm know that you like it. So other Chelsea fans should also see it as well. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So then, stay safe.